You won't believe what just went down inside the Raiders organization. Something big is about to shake things up, and fans are already on high alert. If you love this team, you need to hear this right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. This news could change everything. If you've been keeping an eye on the Raiders preseason buzz, you've probably seen Alex Cappa's name pop up as a strong candidate to lock down the starting right guard spot. And according to The Athletic, the veteran is currently leading the shoe race. But hold up, is this actually good news or a reason to be concerned? Cappa signed a 2-year deal worth $11 million, which shows the front office is betting on him. And there's history here. He was originally drafted by none other than John Spytek, the same GM now running the Raiders, back in 2018 with the Buccaneers. That's a trust connection, no doubt. But here's the catch. Cappa wasn't good in 2024. Let's be real. He was one of the worst starting guards in the NFL last year. He gave up 8 sacks, had a brutal 50.5 PFF grade, and struggled both in run blocking and pass protection. And to make things worse, he dealt with a string of injuries, ankle, knee, hamstring, that didn't keep him off the field much, but clearly impacted his play. And that raises the question, do you really want to trust Geno Smith's protection and the development of guys like DJ Glaze and Ashton Janty to someone who's practically living in the medical room? If the season started today, he'd probably be the starter, but there's serious competition brewing. Dylan Parham, Jordan Meredith, and Caleb Rogers are all in the mix. And that's actually encouraging. Real competition tends to raise the overall level of the group. Now, if the plan is to use Cappa as a 6th man on the O-line, a veteran who can step in when needed, that's a different story. That role makes a lot more sense. But if he's locked in as a full-time starter, that's where the concern starts to feel real, Raider Nation. My confidence rating, 3 out of 10 if he's a locked-in starter, 8 out of 10 if he's a rotational depth piece. Now for another bombshell. Could Thayer Munford be on the chopping block? That's right. The 2022 7th round pick might not make the final roster. With a new coaching staff and new faces like DJ Glaze and the veteran Cappa in the building, Munford's future is looking shaky. And let's be honest, he struggled big time last season. If the team's gonna cut him, better to do it now. Or even better, try to trade him for a late round pick. Truth is, Munford might not make the cut, especially if the team decides to keep just 8 offensive linemen. And now the part everyone's been waiting for. Damon Arnett once back in the NFL. Yes, that Damon Arnett, the former first round pick by the Raiders in 2020, is knocking on the NFL's door once again. In a recent statement, he said he's more mature, more professional, and ready to prove he's still a dog on defense. I've found peace. I'm more professional than I've ever been, he said. But Raider Nation, can we really believe that? Let's not forget, this isn't the first time he said something like this. In 2023, he said nearly the same thing. And what happened next? He was arrested in 2024 for meth possession, killing any credibility he had left. Sure, he's played decently in the UFL, with a few highlights like a pick 6 and a sack. But he turns 29 in September and hasn't played in the NFL since 2022. And then there's the off-field baggage, and let's be real, no team wants to babysit a player off the field. Is there a team out there bold or desperate enough to give him a shot? Maybe, but risking your roster and locker room chemistry on a guy who's blown so many chances? That's a tough sell. Now it's your turn, Raider Nation. First up, what's your confidence level in Alex Cappa as a starter? Drop your rating from 1 to 10 in the comments. And the big question, do you think Damon Arnett deserves another shot in the NFL? Yes or no? Drop your thoughts in the comments and share this with your Raider fam. If you like the video, smash that like button, hit the bell, and subscribe. This is your daily destination for everything Las Vegas Raiders. See you in the next video.